Hey guys, and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you can make a character select. So you can just make a new level and put in some characters and choose which one of them you will use to play. So let's start. Just give it a name, and we don't need the starter content, and we will use the third person template. So here we go. Let's start. First of all, we want to create a new level. So just go ahead and do this. And we want now to save this level. Just give it a name and save like you want. So next up we want to change here the default game mode, so we just need our world settings of this map. Here we can see there is no game mode, so we create a new one, call this maybe char select GM for game mode, and save it to blueprints. And here we want to create a new pawn, so a pawn which we can spawn, and so we have no control over the windows, so we can't move like this. So for this, we create a new character, call this select, and yeah, save everything. Here we want to make this one and open this up. And here we want to change the begin plane. So if we spawn this character, or if when he starts to act, we want to set input mode to game and UI, and we want to get player control like this, and of course we want to show mouse cursor, so we can actually click which character we want. So compile and save this, put this in here. Now we want our widget. Where we can select our character. So get a vertical box, just make it on the right side and offset everything to 0. Here we want alignment to 1, so it's actually inside our canvas panel. Now you can set the size to whatever you like. Oops, not the position, the size. And here we want a button, and this button gets a text. This text will be character 1 for character 1, and duplicate this one for character 2. And duplicate this one for the game actually to start. Make fill and float to the bottom. And here we just type in start the game. Yeah, so now we want to actually, if we start our character, we want to create the widget. So let's do this. And just get this and add it to the viewport. So compile and save. Now it should work. If it's not working, like here with mine, it's a small bug in Unreal Engine, so you can see it still spawns the default pawn and not the character selected pawn. So to fix this, just save everything up and we just close this project and reopen it up. So here we are. Now we get this map again, so just open your new map, and now if you start, you can see spawns the character selected, and I don't know why this happens, but it's a small bug, so that's how you get rid of it. So next up we need a game instance to save our mesh and maybe our material we want to assign. So we go to settings, to project settings, and we want to create a new game instance. Just name this char game instance. Like this. here we want to create variables, all variables from the actual things we want to save. So if you have a mesh, a skeletal mesh, show it just for you, like this one, we know we want to save this mesh, so we want to save the skeletal mesh, which is actually a skeletal mesh, so we need a variable skeletal mesh which saves this. So give it a name, save it, and maybe if you also like, you can save the materials or one material or whatever you like. So just look for this, which is a material interface, I guess. Just let's see what we find here. Material instance and interface. Guess it was the instance. We will see later which one is correct, so just save it at this, and you have here the chest. We will look into it later. So just move on and move your character into your level so you can actually see what you changed. So you can check this a bit small, so let's make this 1.8 and pull this a bit out here. Let's see, that's much better, but I don't like the edginess, so I pull this both a bit more into the game or into this platform. So now, yeah, that's better. And maybe like this. So I like this more. So it depends on you how you want to set your characters. So to actually prove that we can change a character, I will just duplicate the mannequin mesh. You can here just make a female or use a Mixamo character or whatever you like. I just stuck with this, and for proof I just changed this to cube material, so you can see these both are two different skeletons. And actually I can also make a new skeleton for this one, where we just, let me see where this is. No, this won't work. So just forget what I said about the skeleton. The skeleton is for both. So you actually change only the mesh. So now we work this next. Yeah, we actually make our buttons work. So get to the character selection widget and actually make an on-click for both of them. So what we do here is we want to get all actors of this level, which is only one, and we want the third person. We want to check if it's the correct actor. So for this one third person, we make a for each loop, because that's the only way to get this one. And for this one, we want to get the mesh, and we want actually, no, oh, okay, we want to get the mesh and set the skeletal mesh like this. And here we just select one, and we put this up, down here, and take the second one. So now if you play and press on character 2, sorry, character 2, it should change to our second character, and it should change back to our character 1. So here you can actually change the character. So for now this is working, but we also want to save this, so we need our game instance ref. So we get our game instance, we cast to it, and we actually make this two variables. So we have a game instance ref. Now we compile and save, and if we click on start the game, we want to first make a sequence where we can split two ways, saving and starting the game. So the first way will be saving. So we want to get all actors. So we have connection to our third person. Whoops. Connection to a third person. So just let me do like this. And we want to get our mesh, and we want to get the skeletal mesh, and maybe you want to get the material also. Here the thing where we can actually look what variable this is. It's a material interface reference, so we can check if we know we didn't. So we type in material interface. So like this. Now we have an interface reference. All this mat1. Save it up. So now we actually can also get our game instance, and we can set those two variables. So it will be saved into the game instance. Sorry, which is always there, so it will never get deleted and always can save variables for you. And we also want to set the SK mesh or skeletal mesh, whatever you call this. So now we have those both saved, and now we can just open the level as the second part. So here we want to write listen. This is for multiplayer purpose, and the level name of course will be our third person map. So press F2 and copy this and paste it here into this. And we want to actually get the player controller, and we want to set input mode or game mode, sorry, game mode to game only. Yeah, that's how we can travel through levels. Yeah, this is working. And now to actually let the character load our mesh and our materials, we have to go into the third person character and in the construction script. So here everything fires when you first spawn this character on a new map. So yeah, just get the game instance again, cast to it, like this. And we want to get our mat1, and we want of course get our SK mesh. And then we pull in our mesh here, and we want to, as we can see here, set our skeletal mesh to whatever we like. So whoops, this was a getter. We want to set the skeletal mesh, so like this. And the new mesh will be our saved mesh. So, and also you can just set the material like this. You could also save the second material, just type in here the index, so 1 for this and 0 for 0. You can also change the animation, but I don't think that we need this, because animation is always, are the same for one character. But if you have a female character and it has an other animation, you just make the same with set animation mode. Sorry, set animation class and not mode, set animation. And an instance class like this, and here you can just search for yours, which is the same you use here. You can just type in third person animation blueprint like this. But that's another story, and if you want me to explain this, you can just write it in the comments, and maybe I will do this next time. So based on this, we will work on this smaller character select, and we just put this into the material. Okay, now we spawn actually with our variables, and let's test this. So we have our second mesh selected. Now if we start the game, you can see we are this second mesh guy. And to prove that the other one also works. So the colors, we just go into our materials folder, duplicate this one, go into this, and yeah, just change the color to whatever you like. Take a bluish one, wait for the compiling shaders, apply, which also takes a bit of a time. And now we just need our widget and yeah, a new button for the color selection. Whoops. Again, this a bit bigger. This is just for debug purpose, so don't look at the size. Blue. Whoops. With those misclicks. Unclicked, and here want to get this. Here, set the material of the mesh. And here we want to save it to, I guess it was this, 2, yeah, this one. So, compile and save. And yeah, it should work now. So if we play, press on blue, whoops, it is not compiled yet. Why is it in compile? So save it. Yeah, now it takes a bit more time, so just, yeah, I forgot to save this, so let's wait this. Okay, it's done saving, so now it should actually work properly. Yeah, you can see blue, and now if I start the game, you can see that our character has changed to the blue one. Yeah, and that's actually everything for now. If you, yeah, actually have me to make more tutorials for this with different animations and maybe a Mixama character or something, or a Fuse character, just leave a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.